I have to tell you a love story. This is embarrassing, but I'm driving from San Francisco to Santa Barbara. I just had a delicious breakfast burrito. I was so hungry, I ate it. Yeah, love story. So, right. So I ended up in San Francisco yesterday. EY was having the Christmas party. EY, as they call it, Ernest and Young, one of the big four financial companies that do all this stuff. I don't know. Bobby texted me and was like, "Hey man, our friend who had a ticket canceled. You want to take her spot?" He said, "All right, but you got to have like a suit and tie." And he said, "No, man, I got you." So he just brought me a suit and tie of his. He brought some shoes that were actually one size too big, but it wasn't like 5 sizes or 7 sizes or even 2 sizes. It was just one size too big, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I kind of grew into him over the course of the night. We showed up, free booze, free food, and we got there at, I don't know, maybe 7 or something. It was a little sparse, and so we take some pictures, we walk around, and there she was. I saw her. She was a girl, red hair, charming look to her. Very earnest look, honest complexion, but in a sea of superficiality. She was the beacon that stood out. But she was with a friend. I was with friends, and so it's fine. We eat food, we grabbed some wine. I tried the Chardonnay, didn't think it was that good, so I switched to the Sauvignon Blanc, which was so, but better than the Chardonnay. So I was drinking it. It was all right. We brought in it was a Havana Nights theme, so they brought in some professional dancers. Sasha and her friends go to the dance floor. So me and Bobby, we go outside, yeah? People are playing Jenga, big Jenga. Before we went outside, we were playing poker, because they had blackjack tables there too. And I met a girl named Lindsay, Lindsay, and she was there with her gay friend Ricardo. She was his date, accompanying him, and she said that her boyfriend, or her ex-boyfriend, worked for EY, and she was trying to avoid him because her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend wanted to murder her with a spoon. And I said, that doesn't sound pleasant at all. And she said, no, not pleasant at all. That's the point. So we had that chit chat. She went to find Ricardo and, left me there holding the chips. Not munch chips, but round chips. Oh, but here's the thing. This is the whole point. She was like, so what do you do? Oh, I'm in that kind of stage in my life where I'm like, I don't know, driving around, going to Santa Barbara. Like at a party like this, people are working for Pandora and Google and Facebook, and I don't know. You can't just be like, I drive around. I go on Instagram Live and have 0 viewers and 0 likes, and I drive around. And so I said, I kinda, and she was like, all right, I'm gonna go find Ricardo. And so I was like, all right. Ended up outside with like Bobby and Duke, this other guy, Duke. And I was like, Duke, we need to role play. And he was like, what do you mean role play? I said, I need to kind of get my story straight. And he's like, well, why don't you go role play with some of the single girls? I was like, I need to practice, So we went with Kyle playing Jenga with the gal. And they were like, what do you do? I was like, And so we said, all right, we got to practice. So Kyle was coming up and pretending. He was like, so what do you do? And I was like, oh, I live in Chicago, and I do the startup. And they're like, no. So he kept going over. He kept coming up. He was like, hey, girls, this, drinking that. Oh, hey, man, Gus, what do you do? I was like, oh, I am in the Chicago with the startup thing. The gal was like, no. That's you sound like you're lying. I'm not lying. I mean, I kind of am. I don't live in Chicago, but like I say I live in Hawaii, but I don't live in Hawaii. A little bit before this, I took a walk around by myself. I was admiring the San Francisco skyline. It was a beautiful night, way warmer than northern Alaska. As I was enjoying the skyline, there she was. The girl of my dreams, the rock in the sea of superficiality, she looked super elegant and like very pleasant, but she was still with her friend, and they were chit-chatting with a couple guys, and I can't, just walk up and be like, hey, I saw that you were talking to some people, so it's weird. Then I was talking with Bobby, and then there were a couple girls that came by, and I was saying, oh, you gotta get Delta Skyline miles in the lounge. And I looked at the girl and said, what if we were in the airport and I was a Delta Sky Miles member? How would you like to come with me into the Delta Sky Miles lounge? That sounds quite nice. And I looked at her friend and I said, what about you? She said, yeah, that does sound quite nice. I just got to become a Delta, Bobby, just got to become a Delta Sky Miles member. Yeah, and then I'll invite you in if we're at the airport together. I'm a member of the Delta Sky Miles Club. I have that credit card that allows me to go in. They might say, yeah, let's do that. Let's go get the free wine. Let's go get the free Pinot Grigio cheese and the crackers that they have. So the idea is, that's another, I don't know what the idea is, but we were at this party and then the girls that we were talking to, they went to the dance floor, they left. But then we were out there and we were talking to a couple other girls playing Jenga. Kate and Zim. I kind of forget her name. Her boyfriend came up, call him Zane. Started chit-chatting with him. He's a software developer, works at Facebook, And so, now we're Facebook friends, pretty much best friends. Some loser walked by and totally knocked the Jenga, and this is big. This is like a monstrosity. It's a monstrous Jenga set, and it just crashed all over Kate. Bah, 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 bah. But we had to pick her up out of the rubble, wipe her face off, and she said, "Did you see that guy?" And he was getting away. He was running away, to the bar. Yeah, we didn't see him, but he knocked it over. But there was nothing we could do. When they went to the dance floor, again. Bobby and I left alone. I guess it's time we go to the dance. So we went to the dance floor. We met up with Sasha, Bobby's wife. We started dancing. Bobby was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And it was me and a bunch of gals. And then all, except for the two gals that were Sasha's friends, left, I don't know, to go to the bathroom or something. And I was just kind of standing there awkwardly on the dance floor with these two gals. Oh, and then they left. Yeah, so then I was just standing there awkwardly on the dance floor by myself. So back to standing awkwardly on the dance floor. I did this a couple of times. I was like, I'm going to wander around and just, people watch. There were a lot of people there who were not with it. They had been drinking the substances since day one. And they probably started with double Bloody Marys, and then they probably moved to martinis, and they moved to a couple glasses of wine, and mimosa, beers, and then they went to the party, and they started drinking sangria. Yeah. So they were getting toasted. Anyways, no, I was Pinot Grigio and just a couple and keeping it level-headed. And then Bobby came up and was like, I was looking for everyone. I was looking at everyone, but not for everyone. Sasha was gone, and I went to the bathroom and I found Sasha and her friends, and now they were done serving drinks, but the party was coming to an end. We're on our way out, and then we're standing in line somewhere, or at a table, or in line. We were just standing close to a bar that wasn't serving drinks in line, that ended at a wall, it wasn't going anywhere. And right next to me was the girl. Yeah, she was staying there. And so I counted to 4. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, and I took a deep breath and I said,
lay down beneath the dirt. Close your eyes to sleep, to take away this hurt. No one knows the journey that you'll